welcome to GenFriends. I'm your host, Cheri Hudson-Passy, and I've got a couple of great panelists I'm going to introduce you to, and we've got a couple of special guests. So first of all, we have Melissa Barker, our archive lady. Hi, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here.
Glad you're here. And we have Shelley Murphy, our family tree girl, with her mountains of Virginia in the background.
Beautiful Blue Ridge saying hello.
We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
We have a couple of special guests, and we have Kristi Sexton, and we have got Gena Ortega, and they are the co-managers. Is that what it's called? The co-managers of GRIP. And it's all kind of different and new this year from in the past. The National Genealogical Society has kind of taken over, and you two are going to be running things, and we want to hear all about the changes and what to expect, and go for it. Whoever wants to talk first.
Well, we're excited to be here. You know, GRIP has a long history. It's been around since 2011. And so NGS purchased it in 2023. This is the first year that they are running it. And it's basically an institute. It was founded on the idea to give people another choice in genealogical institutes. And probably, as you guys know, an institute is typically, not always, but most of the time, a week-long, intensive, in-depth learning experience. So it's different than going to a conference presentation or a webinar, because you get that in-depth learning. And it's taught by experts in the field. And it's a great next step for your genealogy education. So GRIP used to be the Genealogical Research Institute of Pittsburgh, but we have rebranded it, and it's actually GRIP Genealogy Institute now. And we have 2 weeks that we do. This year, it is 1 week virtual, which is June 23rd to June 28th. And then a week in Pittsburgh at La Roche University from July 14th through the 19th. So whether you can go to Pittsburgh or you can't, you have the opportunity to do virtual or in person. We have 20 courses between the 2 weeks, and you choose which one you want to attend. And that's kind of how it goes. I don't know, Kristi, do you want to add anything to that?
Just we do offer NGS members a discount on their tuition for GRIP, which is a kind of nice feature of being a member of NGS as well, on top of all the other things that you get. And all the registered students that are being registered this year, it's kind of a twofold handout that we're also offering. We're also giving you the benefit of a discount on the NGS conference.
Aha.
So that's a great new little addition that we've added in. Yeah. One of the new changes that we've also made is we are now recording our virtual week, which has never been done in the history of GRIP before. Yes. And so now we're recording it, and our coordinators and faculty are all on board with that. And we are keeping the videos up for 14 days past the end of the week. So you'll have 2 weeks after the end of virtual week to catch up. Yeah. Or, I just had a student email this morning that said she had an unexpected trip because she has to go out of town and she's afraid she's going to miss the first 2 days. What do I do? Do I cancel? And I said, no, hold on. You can join us on Wednesday and you can rewatch the videos.
Absolutely.
When you're caught up. So it's a fantastic opportunity that we're kind of adding in to the features.
I love that, because before, you'd be worried, you'd pay your money
just out,
and then you're out. And like, I had to miss a couple of days of my last institute class because of a death in the family, but it was nice to be able to go back and watch what I had missed at my pace when I was ready to watch it, and be able to learn something. And of course, just to go back, because sometimes, you're watching it and you're going, wait a second, I missed that. I need to go back and what did they say again there? Did I take the right notes? And so that's fabulous. I'm so glad it's being recorded. That is very good.
I think that's really exciting, because there was a day, and I want to say, and for the audience, I've attended, I believe, 3 GRIPs and love it, and again, that week is tough. It's a lot of information, but I always took away takeaways.
Mhm.
And no matter what, and I've been doing this for 35 years, and there's nothing better than going through, and I'm going to say institute versus a conference, to either refresh or add to,
Exactly.
and all of that. So absolutely wonderful. And I'm so happy to hear about the recording. So definitely got to go look. Is registration open?
Registration is open,
is
and we
open.
still have plenty of seats in some classes. We have a couple that are sold out. We have one of our brand new ones that Cheri Taplin put together is accepting a waiting list right now. We're super excited
fabulous.
about that course.
Yeah.
We also have, but it's taking a waiting list. We have open seats in pretty much every other class except Blaine. Blaine has sold his course out as well.
Always.
With the advanced DNA. And we also have two new brand new classes on top of Cheri's class. We have Steve Little, who is the NGS AI director, is actually pulling together some great folks from the industry to teach an AI genealogy seminars week. So could you imagine a whole week of AI? Your head's going to explode.
It's going to explode.
We'll be seeing all kinds of amazing Facebook posts, I'm sure, coming out of that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And then we
all
also
done with artificial intelligence, all of it.
Right?
That's right.
Everything done with artificial intelligence. And then we also have Maureen Taylor and Rick Voigt joining us with family photos, past, present, and future, where they are bringing in some people and going to also talk about not only preserving, but what to do with your photos. And they're going to have some interactive sessions for some of the students. And I think that's actually great. We have some very interactive courses this year. Tom Jones is teaching his methodology class. He always has moments for the students to go over the papers. If you haven't taken this class, it's a pretty amazing one. I've done it and I learned so much. That was one of the ones I had to go back and rewatch some of the videos and go, wait, did he say that? So I completely understand what you're talking about. We also have Paula Stewart Warren's Digging Deeper, which is a methodology, kind of getting familiar with methodology, and it puts you into the next phase. And she actually has students turn in homework assignments like a month in advance of class. So they actually talk through the problems in class. These kind of things are all, our coordinators really take the interest in the students and making an experience. We also have some amazing virtual classes. We have 3 brand new virtual classes there's the error that I made. In person at Pittsburgh, Sunny Morton, we're very excited to have. It's bringing her family history using research in the U.S. church records. And she actually has a book that she published that she is recommending to the students to have, because she's using it kind of as the textbook along with the syllabus that you're going to get. And then we do have, I'm going to bring it up, but it is sold out. We have Barbara Vines Little talking about Virginia research.
That was probably sold out within seconds.
It was a couple, Cheri, that's the one thing when you talk about, being able to reach the recordings, we are in a whole new phase when it comes to genealogy education. And I hate to keep saying it's a new world because we're all kind of tired of that phrase after the pandemic, but it's a new world.
It is a new world.
And, and that's given all of us an opportunity to reach people that we haven't been able to reach for. I know as a society president, I've been able to have speakers from around the continent and the world come and join us that we wouldn't have been able to do beforehand. So it's really opened it up, but it's also kind of changed the way things are. The days of selling out courses in a moment are kind of gone by the wayside. So, because people have a little bit more to choose from. So it's really all about making the experience for the student as well as the faculty, the one that they want to come and join, and making the classes unique. And I feel like we have some really unique offerings this year. So on top of Sunny's course with the US, and they're actually planning on, I think it's in the middle of the week, and she's probably going to correct me if she hears this. So I think it's in the middle of the week. They're planning the first 2 sessions of the day to teach you how to research in the records in the archives right there in Pittsburgh. And then they're all jumping in the car and going to lunch and going to the archives.
Nice.
Unless you are like Rick Sayer and completely steeped with your family history in Pittsburgh, you don't know the resources that are around there. We're actually working on building a page to give you a page of all the resources and archives. And shh, don't tell anybody. We're talking about adding field trips next year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would be
To
awesome.
the in-person experience. I mean, we do in-person experiences when we have conferences, right?
Yep.
The day
Exactly.
before.
Exactly.
This
Extend
is
your trip the
different.
day before. So we're working on it. So if there are wish lists, please let us know. Send them to us. We want to
Nice.
know.
Yep.
Nice.
So Gena, did you want to cover a couple other classes that we have
Well,
going in person?
You know, the one that I keep thinking about is the one that you're teaching in, which is coordinated by Calvin Myers. And I can't remember the title off the top of my head. What is
It's
it?
record loss.
That's it.
And you're going to ask me the exact title.
Yeah,
right?
it's a longer title and I can't remember. I knew it
It's
was
a much
about,
longer title.
yeah, it's about destruction and stuff.
But
It
is
when the courthouse
record loss, overcoming destroyed, missing, or non-extant records.
There you go.
I love that idea because I think a lot of times as genealogists, we complain about that,
Mhm.
but we don't go further. And
Right.
some of the record loss we think is there isn't really there. So I like the idea of this course. It's not something we discuss. And here we have a week with different people discussing it
Yes.
and also talking about how do you get over that hump? How do you
Right.
go ahead and, okay, it is gone. So now what? So I really love that
I
idea.
think that's beautiful. Yeah. And they just had a massive loss at Montpelier. And so one of the research labs, and it was pretty bad. But I think in the Library of Virginia, they have a whole section on the lost counties. There's 95 counties in Virginia, and you can read exactly what has been lost there. So it's a great resource. And then, like you said, kind of work around that, piece it
That's
back
right.
together wherever we're going. So
Exactly.
wonderful, wonderful,
Exactly.
wonderful.
Well, and I mean, let's face it, Shelley, any of us with Southern research, like myself or you, every one of us has heard, oh, sorry, the courthouse burned. Sorry, those records aren't available.
And some of those courthouses burned more than once.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a King William County in Virginia that was burned either twice or 3 times. And I thought, oh, this is on purpose.
Somebody doesn't want a record in there. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want nothing. And I think
Exactly.
it's King William County or something. And somebody said, you're not going to find anything. Aha. And so exactly, if that's the course you guys are offering, that will help so many people, you know, because what I say is, doesn't just like 1890, people were still dying, being born, and buying and selling property. So you need to start piecing that back together, you know,
that's right.
and things like that. So awesome on that class.
Yeah. We also have an Ashkenazi Jewish class. So you know, that's going to be a great course. And we just have so many new things that we're offering. Midwest, Kristi talked about Cheri's course on farmers.
Yeah.
What a great topic.
Yeah.
So I think the thing to do is to go to our website and kind of see what is of interest to you. Each course, you're going to see a coordinator and then various instructors. Most of the courses have at least another instructor, not all, but some. We just have so many, and they all deal with something we all face. I mean, Michael Strauss, who you all know, he's doing a course on war, and Sandra Rumble is helping him.
Yes.
So there's just something for everybody, I think.
Yeah, it's great. And I was going to say too, another good thing about Institute, whether you are doing it virtually or you are in person, you kind of just really bond with your class members.
Yes,
you meet people, you're all learning the same kind of things. And it's just really fun because then sometimes you'll see each other someplace else. You'll go, oh, we were in that class together, and we can continue to ask each other questions and still continue learning. So I like, because you're in the same thing for a week, you're going to get to know each other really well.
You are. And, something Shelley said, and she's right, going to an institute is tiring.
Yes.
because you are focused on this topic for a week. It is a different kind of learning. I know some people kind of describe GRIP as summer camp for genealogists, but I actually think of it more as college for genealogists, because the people who go to an institute are serious about learning. And, you know, you're right. You make these connections that can help you. You know, learn new things. It's a luxury, really, to spend that time on your growth. And,
Yes.
you know, now that it's virtual as well, if it's not possible for you to travel, you know, because of kids or, you know, taking care of parents or money or whatever, you can do it virtually.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Wonderful panel. You guys have any questions that you want to ask?
First, I'd like to say hi, and then I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay. You're here.
Hi, Laura. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, I really liked that. I'm looking at your 2024 flyer, which makes it really clear exactly what the classes are and what you. I like that you have so much that's available virtually, because there are those of us that can't travel. So, and the topics are great. So it's really exciting.
And I don't know if you were here, they're going to record them this year. I don't know if you were there to hear that.
Yeah.
Laura. Yeah, so they'll be
That's-
recorded.
Yeah, that's a nice bonus.
We had the opportunity to go last year and attend in person in July and kind of watch and train under the eyes of the previous owners, Elisa Scalise Powell and Deb Deal. And we're so thankful for this great organization that they've built and established. And then we've taken over the legacy, and hopefully we're building on that legacy. But that was the one thing when people asked, please record the virtual, please have, and there's one thing that we may not have mentioned, and that may not be, for those of you that are coming to in person, there is an opportunity. And it's not a horrible experience. I did it last year. There is an opportunity to stay in the dorms right there on campus, walking steps from the cafeteria and from the classrooms. And the great thing is staying in the dorm, it's cheaper than staying in a hotel. You get all your meals paid for, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have your own in-suite bathroom. You don't have to share a room. If you want to share a room and you have a buddy that you're bringing, please do. And you know,
That's awesome.
we'd love to have, and the campus is beautiful. We went on several evening walks last year. We got, Blaine Bettinger was out on a walk, and we were out on a walk. We all got caught in a big rainstorm and had to run back to the dorm. It was great. It was so fun. We still laugh about that. We had so much fun together, and being there in person and eating together and sharing, you know, your morning breaks and everything. It's really quite an experience. But if you are staying off campus, there are hotels, both by Marriott and Hilton and Hyatt, or actually I said both, but all three are nearby, and there's other hotels. And I even heard some people are doing Airbnbs together. There's like 5 students all getting an Airbnb together.
Cool.
So within a half a mile. It's not a walking to get to the, you do have to have a car. Or stay on campus. So we encourage anybody to come in person. And this year, we've also opened up one other new thing. If you are coming in person, we're having a welcome dinner.
Oh, nice.
On Sunday night, which we've done before, but it's always been exclusive to the people that were staying in the dorms. And now it's open to all the students and all of the instructors and faculty that are coming for the week. We want them to come after they check in, get their, you know, their stuff. We are not doing, I do want to clarify that we're not doing, and I know this is going to be an issue for some people, and I'm sorry, but we're not doing printed syllabi anymore. But we are getting it to you in time, that if you want to have it printed, it's just, we're finding so many people print we have the expense of printing them out, and some people aren't even looking at them. They only want them in digital format.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of, that's one of those things
that's
changed.
Themselves.
Yeah, you can
Give it to it a PDF. If they want to print 150 pages, go for it. No, I'm saying, because that's what I do, or I print what I want out of it, but I've got everything as a resource.
Well, and for $35, you can send it over to your Staples or FedEx and have it bound and everything, and it's fine if that's what you want to do. But
Laura, did you want to say something? You're muted, hon.
one of the things I figured out is the people that want printed materials generally have their own printers.
Yes.
And the people I know that don't own printers are highly digital, and they're
Yeah.
really kind of fine without it. So I think there'll probably only be a very minimal amount of people that think that's an inconvenience.
Yeah. And it's all a matter of they're used to one thing. And sometimes when you
Yeah.
make changes, people don't like the changes.
Oh,
But
we
Yeah.
don't like changes.
nobody likes changes.
All
Nobody
change
does.
is bad.
All change is bad.
Oh, that's not fair.
She's just joking. Well,
Not
I'm really
fair.
excited that you guys have put this program together. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you are the ones running it. So I was so excited when your names were announced that you were
Yeah.
going to be the ones
Thank
managing.
you.
So I think it's going to be great. Melissa, did you, I thought there for a minute you were going to say something, but maybe it was just me.
No, I was just what you were saying. I was in my mind saying the same thing, that these are two great people and that
Oh,
to operate this. And so I've never
Thank you.
attended GRIP. I've never taught at GRIP. Maybe one day I will, but I just know that I hear nothing but good things about it. So I'm
That's
looking
good.
forward to the future with GRIP now.
Yeah.
Well, we are currently building our 2025 and 2026 course list.
Yep.
So we just opened proposals. So if you have any listeners or yourself are interested, please email us at grip@ngsgenealogy.org, and we'll send you the video that we did. We did an informational meeting on Monday, asking questions and having people and kind of explaining what the process is and what's necessary. Or if you have an idea for a course and you don't necessarily, but it's something that you want out there, let us know.
That's a good idea.
Because that's what we're trying to do, is we're
Yeah.
just trying to kind of have something that's unique that not everybody has, but offering it so that people want it. You know, we want to
So if
offer
you're not
courses.
sure, Kristi, if you're not sure if something that you have an idea to do has been done before, so you just send it in and then y'all will tell us, hey, well, that's been done, so you got something else kind of thing.
Sure, and I
Yeah.
don't know if we want, are we going to throw this? I'll throw this out here. So actually, Gena and I are also, will do, if you have a course, if you're proposing a course and you have an idea, but you're not sure, email us and we'll set up an appointment with you and we'll sit and talk about and brainstorm with it.
Good,
Basically,
that's
what we want you to do is build your dream course. Who would you have teach? Who would you
Oh,
want to
gosh.
learn from?
Oh,
And
wow.
I mean, you build it and what would
And
you
we
be
will come.
passionate about? Right. Right?
Right.
Thank you, Shelley. You added that exclamation point on there perfectly.
Well, we want you to be passionate about it. We
Right.
want people who love what they teach
Yes.
and who are, doing interesting things and offer that to our students. So, yeah, you can also look at our website, grip.ngsgenealogy.org. And if you go to the FAQs at the top, we have some stuff at the bottom about the proposal process, but definitely contact us and say, this is my idea. What do you think? And we can help you with that.
That's
Yeah.
fabulous. That's fabulous. Anybody else have any questions?
I'm excited for
Yeah.
them
I
and
am too.
myself. So I gotta go back.
And anything
Thank you
else?
again.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you again
so
for
welcome.
having us. What a nice invitation. We're so excited to do this with you and getting the word out, not just on, just furthering the education. We can't just go to one class and learn when we're specialists, especially in the professional world. We need to continue. My husband's a financial planner. He has to go to continuing education classes, doctors.
Exactly.
We do too, and this is an opportunity to go for 1 week and get our CEs, as we are continued education credits, in one intense week. And whether you do it with GRIP or SLIG or Iger or Tigger or Maggie or whoever,
Yes, yes.
partake of the Institute. I encourage it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. This has been really fun. I love both of you. I'm so
Thank you.
excited that this is what you guys are going to be doing. And I know that GRIP is in good hands. And anybody who's been worried about the changes doesn't need to worry. It's going to be all good and exciting. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
And
you.
with that, we will see everybody next time on GenFriends. Bye, everybody.
Bye.